Okay guys, so today there is yet another step that we're adding to the process of solving equations, and that is that there would be an x or a y or whatever variables being used, but the same kind of variable on each side of the equal sign, as you can see. But remember, the main goal for you in an equation is to isolate the variable on the one side. So in other words, what we do here, and I'm going to quickly just write out the steps for you here. So what we do is we, number one, remove the x value or the whatever variable, and usually my method is from the right hand side of equal. Okay, and then we proceed. I'm going to do this in a different color. Let's do it in a different color so I can do it in those colors in my steps. So number two is remove the constant term. And then a reminder of what a constant term is, and that is when the term does not contain any variables attached to it. So remove constant term from the left hand side of equal. Okay, and RHS stands for right hand side and LHS stands for left hand side. Okay, let's proceed. So number one, I remove in this example the variable from the right hand side, which is 5x. So I'm going to do that in red. How would I remove 5x? I would literally have to say minus 5x to make it 0 on that side for all x's. And when I do on the right hand side, remember that's key to equations. We have to keep it equal. It says equal, so keep it equal. So what I do on the right, I have to do to the left. But this time, be careful. We can only subtract 5x from the 3x. Remember, like terms, we can only add and subtract like terms. And that is why we're doing that. Okay, so let's simplify this quickly. So 5x minus 5x on the right hand side gives you 0 for that. And then on the left hand side, if we simplify, 3x minus 5x gives you negative 2x. And then also remaining on the left hand side is negative 4 equal to, on the right hand side, 4 remains only. And so we proceed to doing step number 2 over here, which is to remove the constant term from the left hand side of equal, and that would be plus 4. The constant term being negative 4, that is subtracted from negative 2x. And then I do the same on the right hand side, and that makes the constant term 0 on the left hand side, and I'm only then left with x's on the left hand side, which is what I want in the end of the day. So negative 2x remains on the left hand side then, equal to 4 plus 4, which is 8. So last step here, inverse operation to finally isolate x, and that is negative 2 times x. Inverse would be to divide by negative 2, and I do exactly the same on the right hand side, once again to keep it equal. So negative 2 divides by negative 2 gives you 1x on the left hand side, equal to 8 divided by negative 2, which is negative 4. Alright, so you can do it all in one step. Just make sure you use differently colored pens to show your different things. So let me show you. On the right hand side, I'm going to remove the x value or that variable value. So I'm going to, in my red pen, say minus x since it's positive x. And then I do the same to the x term on the left hand side. From the left hand side, I'm going to remove the positive 5 by saying minus 5. See, I do that constant term operation in a different color. And then I do the same on the right hand side. Now, if you get confused as to what constant, which side, as soon as you've removed the x value from the right hand side, cross it out. It's removed. As soon as you have removed the constant value from the left hand side, cross it out. And then you just simplify by calculating what remains on each side. And 2x minus 1x then gives you x, which is what I want essentially in the end. And on the right hand side, if I simplify, negative 1 minus 5 more gives you negative 6. Okay, let me do another one for you just so you guys are okay. A made up example here on the right hand side. Let's see. So in other words, we have to remove the x from the right hand side, but this time it's negative x. So therefore, to remove it, we'll have to say plus x. And the same inverse operation will have to be done to the x term on the left-hand side. Okay, so we've removed our x term from the right-hand side. Now let's remove our constant term from the left-hand side. So it's positive 5. To remove it, we would say negative 5. And we do the same on the opposite side of equal. So we minus 5 on the right-hand side from the constant term. So that means 5 and negative 5 is 0. And now I just simplify what remains on each side. 2x plus 1x is 3x equal to negative 1 minus 5 on the right hand side is negative 6. And then we divide by our coefficient 3. And what I do on the left, I do to the right. And then 1x is equal to negative 2 when I divide negative 6 by 3. Okay, that's it, people. Please do ask if you need more help. And then you can do the Spot on Mathematics Activity 9.2, question 3.